I've got a really special setup in this video. It's one of my favorite that I've created. I just built a new indicator, the MMT chart buttons. This thing is pretty freaking amazing. Super simple and super helpful. I've got a special way to use the delta diamonds, and with these new chart buttons I can enter into trades right when delta diamonds appear on each tick or any of these other signals that I choose. These arrows, this is a brand new way that I'm using the cumulative delta with the trend and reversal. These are special reversal signals based off of cumulative delta, looking for the turning points of cumulative delta on the shorter term. You can see it's catching some amazing moves here. The outlines of the candles are based off of cumulative delta. The interior of the candles is based off of the ADX. Pink for bearish, blue for bullish. These green and red triangles, this is some of my favorite divergence from the Chaikin oscillator. So check out these chart buttons. I've got a toggle button here. If I click on it, it goes from market to pending. So in pending mode, if I click on the buy button, you'll see the buy button goes to a darker green. That means a pending buy order is waiting, and depending on the settings, it's just waiting for one of these diamonds to appear or another signal, and then it's going to enter a buy order, and it will enter whatever ATM is loaded into your chart trader. Same thing with the sell button. If I click on the sell button, it turns a darker red. Now I've got a pending buy and a pending sell. So just depending if we get a long signal or a short signal first, the first one to appear will trigger, and then the other one will cancel out. And if I want to cancel these pending orders myself, I just click on the button again. It goes back to the brighter color. That means it's off. Pending order is canceled. So if the color is dark, there's a pending order waiting. If it's bright, there's no pending orders. And this is the close button. It will close any of the trades. Let's say I hit the pending buy button. I get a signal. It'll put me into a trade. This will automatically go back to bright. Once the trade is filled, the pending orders get reset, and at that point I could set another one if I want to wait for another buy signal to add in, or I could also hit the sell button. So if we're in a long trade and I get a short signal, it will just take me out of the trade. So I could get in long here, ride the move all the way until we get our first short signal. Let's say I put a pending buy order on, we get in here, it resets. Things are looking good. We're crossing above this previous day point of control. We start getting some more delta coming in. I can just click to market order, and I can add in myself. I can click some buy orders to add in, and it will add it to the current ATM. So incredibly simple to use. But you can see the new MMT chart trader. I can change the width of the market and pending toggle button. I can change the width of the buy and sell buttons. I can change the button height, I can change the font size, I can change the font color, I can change the color of the buttons, and I can change the color of the pending orders. So the trigger object type, if I select any object, if any of these long drawing markers appear, it will enter a long. If I only want to take the diamonds, I can select diamonds, and it will take diamonds of any color. And this is working on each tick intrabar. So if you have your ultimate delta diamonds set onto each tick like I do, if you start getting some delta coming in the middle of the bar, a delta diamond is going to appear, and you can activate a pending order with these chart buttons. And as soon as this delta diamond appears, when we get a little push of delta above a customizable threshold, it's going to get you into a trade. You can also choose a specific color. So if you've got a lot of different arrows on your chart and you only want it to recognize a certain color of arrows, you change the long color and short color filter to specific. So if you just want it looking for gold arrows, when you're in pending order mode, it will only take trades based on gold arrows. I'm going to leave this on any object and any color. Those are all the settings. It's very simple, very straightforward. So I'm going to show you how this works in real time. Prepare to be amazed by the astonishing simplistic beauty of this indicator. I've got these buttons in a new panel. but you could also just leave it in panel 1 up here in the main chart panel as well. So these cumulative delta reversal arrows, these are printing on each tick. So I'm going to get a lot more of these, but you can see they're catching some nice reversals, change of direction in the cumulative delta. Then I've got the individual per bar delta diamonds. So in this chart, I've got signals for per bar delta and cumulative delta. For the per bar delta, I'm just using the level 1 diamonds. This is an NQ 1 minute chart. I've got the level 1 diamonds set to 100. I'm just trying to catch the first initial decent push. I don't want to potentially get into some exhaustion and have some crazy high number. I just chose 100. Just want to get that first push. So as soon as a decent amount of delta comes in, I'm going to get one of these delta diamonds. I've got them printing on each tick. There's an option within the ultimate delta to have these diamonds print on each tick or bar close. If they're printing on each tick, you can get 2 diamonds per bar, potentially sometimes. So we're up here at yesterday's high. I've got pre-market high above here as well. If I'm interested in going in short, but I want to have some delta confirmation, I'm in the pending mode. So if I click on sell, you can see the color turns darker. So as soon as I get any kind of negative signal, it will throw me into a sell. All right, there's our first negative signal. We had some divergence appear, so it went ahead and put us into the short. I can go ahead and put my stop down above this high. I've got my usual 10-point target. Just got instantly filled. There's some more short signals. So after it entered the trade, these get reset. So if we're coming down to VWAP and I want to get a bounce long, I can put a pending buy order in. Then if we get any kind of long signal, it will throw me into a long. All right, there's our positive delta coming in. If I want to get out early because I don't like it, just click the X button. I definitely didn't like that. Did not like that fill after this huge down move. I'd rather get filled down here. I think we were up 150 bucks at one point. So we had this big down candle. Now we're pulling back up a little bit, up towards this cluster of key levels. So maybe I want to get short if we get some more negative delta coming in. Just click on the sell button. Now it turns dark. So as soon as we get a short signal of some kind, be entered into a short. So far, our long trade would have worked out just fine. Would have got another 10 points there. So we just came up to this cluster of key levels. Getting rejected off the cluster. Right now I'm waiting for some kind of delta confirmation. You see these signals are coming in on each tick. This is way before the candle had even closed. So we're able to get in on these intra-bar pushes. Alright, we're right at this cluster at key levels. We had this really nice down move. We got this pullback. We've got a pending order short in case we get any kind of delta signal to the downside. Got the ADX turning bearish there. There's our signals. We got placed into the trade. Move my stop down above this high in this cluster of key levels. Don't like that yesterday's point of control is in the way, but we do have bearish ADX coming in. We've got some bearish delta, bearish cumulative delta. Getting a little hold up at yesterday's point of control at the moment. There's the fill for our 10 points. Okay, we're coming down to this pivot point area. We got some more key levels down here. Gonna put a pending buy order in. See if we can get some positive delta coming in or a reversal of some kind off of these clusters of key levels here. After we had this nice close below VWAP, I could also put a pending sell order in to see if we got some more negative delta follow through, looking to test the pivot point. Getting a little hold up at the pivot point. There's our long signal. Something else I can do, I can switch to market. I could add in, goes right into the same ATM if I'm really liking the trade. Add bullish ADX, bullish per bar delta, bullish cumulative reversal. So all I have to do, so it's just super easy to switch between market and pending. So after a pending order gets filled, if I'm in the green, I like how things are going. I want to add into an already profitable position. I just switch to market order. I can add in. I can close early if I need to. A lot of different potential ways to use this amazing new indicator. I've really been enjoying this delta signal setup, focusing on the each tick signals, doing some assisted semi-auto trading. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to release this. I want to make sure all the bugs are worked out, but my coder's been taking way too long on the flow stack, so I decided to make this one while we're waiting. It was my first attempt to do some hard coding in NinjaTrader myself, so I definitely want to run things by the professional before I release it to the public, but so far it's running smooth, running good. I'm also really digging this color scheme with the blue and the pink insides for the ADX momentum. You could also use these signals on bar close. They don't have to be on each tick, but for getting into trades early, getting that first delta push, I'm looking for breaks of key levels with plenty of room to the next cluster of key levels, or I'm looking for bounces off of key levels, especially big clusters. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan is absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for the support. There are links to all the indicators in the description. I wish you best of luck in your trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.